Thank you for joining me for this yoga flow class. We'll begin sitting cross-legged on our mats. We're just going to close our eyes and just spend a moment grounding. So with the eyes closed, just take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just have a feeling that you can just let go slightly. And today, I release the need for the things that no longer serve my purpose or higher self. I am not afraid to let go. In their place, I receive love, joy, and abundance. Take another nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, we'll just lower our chin towards the chest. We'll gently open our eyes, and then we're going to make our way onto our mats into a tabletop position. So tabletop, we're just coming to have the hands, the wrists underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. We're gently mobilizing the spine. So as we breathe in, the abdomen comes towards the floor, the tailbone lifts. Nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, draw the navel up towards the spine. Push the hands into the floor. Tuck your chin in towards the chest. Breathing in, allow the abdomen to come back down towards the floor. Exhale and round the spine. One more time. And then we'll find ourselves back in this neutral tabletop position again. From here, we're just going to step the right foot forward. So we're coming into a low lunge. We're going to come up and level off the hips. And then as we exhale, we're just going to sink forward slightly. So we're opening up this left hip flexor. So just seeing how the range of movement is, just doing this a couple of times. And then we'll just come back, leveling off the hips again. We'll breathe in, we'll lift the arms up. So lengthen through the sides of the waist. Just have the muscles nice and active in the arms. We'll lower the arms, coming into Anjali Mudra, our prayer position. And from here, we'll take a twist. So nice breath in. On the exhale, start to rotate the body. We're leaning forward, hooking the elbow on the outside of the knee. Push the palms together. Find a nice twist here. Nice deep breath in and out. We'll come back round. We'll lower our hands to frame the foot. Take the right foot back. And now we'll just step forward with the opposite foot. So we're just gently coming up, level off the hips. And then just a couple of times as we breathe out, we're just going to descend that right hip flexor forward. And then just coming back up, we'll level off our hips. Take a nice breath in, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. You can either look forward or you can take your gaze up to be between the hands. So really reach up, find that levity, but keep the feet grounded, the bottom leg grounded on the floor. We'll bring the palms together again into our prayer mudra, Anjali Mudra. And as we exhale, we're going to hook the elbow on the outside of the other leg now. Take a twist. Push the palms together to help you revolve the chest. We'll undo that. We'll bring the hands back to frame the foot again now. We'll bring that foot back. Spread the fingers. Let the palms really connect with the floor. We're going to come up into downward facing dog. So we want to tuck our toes under. We're going to lift the knees, lift the hips up. Get the hips nice and high first. Then start to think about pushing your torso back towards your legs. Now you can have a nice deep bend in the knees. If the heels aren't reaching the floor easily, just take a nice bend in the knees. And you can pedal out your feet a little bit. Bring a little bit of movement into the head, maybe a nod. for yes, side to side. And then find some stillness in your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and out here. We're going to look forward between our hands. We're just going to start to walk our feet, if you can. You can raise up onto the fingertips. Walking our feet up towards the hands, we're coming into Uttanasana, into our forward fold. And again here, you can have a nice deep bend in the knees if you need to, or you're just having the legs nice and straight, the crown of the head coming down towards the floor, maybe holding the elbows for a moment. Really feel the spine is lengthening forward. Take a nice deep breath in and out here. Feel the breath moving along the ribs as you breathe in and out. Then we'll release our hands. Just going to take a nice gentle bend in the knees. We'll come all the way up to standing now. So mountain pose. Really feel the contact of your feet with the mat beneath you. A soft bend in the knees. Let the pelvis be level. Okay, then you can think about straightening the legs. We're going to roll the shoulders a couple of times. So really lift, roll, feel broad on the front of the chest here. Nice deep breaths in and out. And then as we breathe in, we're going to lift both arms up towards the ceiling. Take hold of your left wrist with your right arm. Lengthen through the arm, and then we'll take this lateral side extension. Feel the connection of the feet with the floor, but pull the body gently over to the side. We'll come back to the center. We're going to reach up. Take hold of the other wrist now, and as you exhale, we're going to bring the body over to the side. Nice deep breaths in and out. Feel that space between the ribs now. We'll come back to center, reach the arms up, and then we'll lower the arms down. We're going to take them behind our back now. So interlace the fingers. See if you can straighten the arms behind you. And then we're starting to bring the shoulder blades towards each other, but we want to soften the abdomen and the ribs a little bit. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we'll bend the knees and we'll come into a forward fold. It's a nice deep breath in, and then as we exhale, let's come forward. Nice deep breath in and out. And then you can soften the knees. We'll come all the way back up. We're just going to release the hands then. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to breathe in. We're going to lift the arms up into the air now. And as we exhale, we're going to reach forward, coming all the way back down to find that Uttanasana again. From here, take a good bend in the left knee. Place your left hand in front of both feet, in between them. Let's swing that right arm up towards the ceiling. So we're opening up the side of the chest here. Reach those fingers up towards the ceiling. And just take a nice deep breath in and out here too. We'll lower the right hand down, straighten the left knee. So then we'll just do the same thing on the other side. Bend the right knee, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Nice deep breaths in and out. So we'll lower that hand down. So coming back to find our forward fold again, but we're going to take a bend in the knees. So take a bend in the knees, lift the arms up in front of you. Try and keep the spine nice and long here. Reach the hands forward. We're going to come to stand, back up, and then we'll release the arms. Okay, we're going to come into that chair pose again, Utkatasana. So we're going to breathe in, we're going to lift the arms up, and then as we exhale, we'll find our forward fold first. So let the crown of the head come towards the floor. Take that bend in the knees again, so the hips are going backwards. As you sit back down, the arms come up and forwards. Try and keep the arms level with the ears, sitting back. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Nice deep breath in and out. And then we'll just come back up to standing. We'll lower the arms down. So we're going to just slide our hands now down the front of our legs, taking the hands to the floor. We're going to take a step back now with the right leg. Stepping back with the right leg, place the right hand on the floor. We're going to sweep the left arm up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in and out here. We'll take our hand back down and then we're going to step the left leg back. So we're going to come back into a plank. So we really want to just lift up through the shoulder blades at the back of the body. Push back through the heels for a moment. We're just going to hold this. See if we can hold it for a couple of more breaths. And then we'll lower our knees towards the floor. Keep the elbows close to the body. We're going to bend the arms and lower the torso down to the floor. So we can just let the tops of the feet rest flat on the floor. The palms of the hands are near the shoulders. So we just lower down. Let the forehead rest for a moment. And then as we breathe in, we're just going to lift up. So doing this little mini cobra. Lifting up. Look back over the right shoulder. Come back to centre and look back over the left shoulder. Come back to centre. We're going to lower down. Excuse me. We're going to come up onto our knees. The toes are tucked under. We're going to find a nice downward facing dog here. So nice deep breath in and out. And then we'll step forward with the right foot. So we're just coming back into that low lunge position, stepping forward now. And then the left foot can come and join the right. We'll find that forward fold. Can have a soft bend in the knees. The arms can swing out to the side and up overhead. And then we'll just lower the arms down. Excuse me. So we just come to do that then on the other side. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to lift the arms up overhead, maybe take a little mini back bend this time. And then as we exhale, we'll slide the hands down the leg, coming into a nice forward fold. And then let's get ready to step the left leg back. So we find this low lunge position. We'll place our left hand now flat on the floor. We're going to bring the right arm up towards the ceiling. So really stack the shoulders, lift up as much as you can through that top arm. Nice deep breath in and out here. We'll come back down. We'll frame the foot. We're going to step back and find that plank. So switching on all the muscles in the body here. So just holding that for a breath or two. And then just bring the knees to the floor. We'll look down in front of us towards the mat, bending the elbows, lower the torso down. The tops of the feet are flat on the floor. Just walk the hands forward a tiny bit. Let the forehead rest for a moment on the floor. We'll take a nice deep breath in. We'll push the hands into the floor, lifting up, a mini cobra. Again, just look over the right shoulder. Come back to centre. Look over the left shoulder. Back to centre we come. We'll tuck our toes under now. We'll come back up onto our knees. And then we'll come back up and find that downward facing dog again. So we're here in our downward facing dog. We're just going to move our head around a little bit from side to side. We'll look forward towards the hands. We'll step the left leg forward now. So we're just finding that low lunge position again. So just coming forward. We'll step the right leg forward. So again, we've got this nice forward fold with bent legs or straight legs. The crown of the head coming down towards the floor. The spine lengthening. We'll find a soft bend in the knees. We'll come all the way back up to standing. Just roll the shoulders back. So take a few rolls of the shoulders here. Just loosening out the body. And from here, we're just going to come up onto our toes 3 times. So as we breathe in, we're just going to lift up. So lifting the heels up off the floor. We'll come back down again. So again, breathe in, just lift up. Lower back down again. We'll lift up. Whoops. And then we'll lower back down. So from here, we're going to see if we can bend the knees and come to sit down on the floor without using our hands. So we're going to slowly start to bend the knees. You can bring the arms forward. You might separate the knees. You might come up onto the toes again, so the heels are off the floor, and then you just rock back, coming onto your bottom. So just see how that goes for you. And then we're going to come and lie down on our back. So lying back down, we're just drawing the knees now towards the chest. So we lengthen the tailbone away. Just feel the whole of your back in contact with the mat beneath you. And we might just do a few circles with the knees. So you can bring your hands onto your knees and we'll just rotate the knees, excuse me, going in one direction and then the other. And then we're just going to take the arms out to the side. We're going to drop the knees to the left-hand side. The head is going to turn to the right, looking away. You can always take your hand to the tops of the knees to draw the leg down and the knee down towards the floor. Really pin the shoulders to the floor beneath you. Take a nice deep breath in and out here. And then we'll come back, we'll go to the other side. So let the knees drop out to the other side now. Haven't left myself enough room. And then we're just going to turn the head to face in the opposite direction. Nice deep breaths in and out. And then we'll come back to centre. Excuse me. We'll get our legs up to 90 degrees. We're going to bring our hands, we're going to bring our hands up behind us. And as we breathe in, we're going to lower the left leg towards the floor. As we exhale, we'll bring the arms and the leg up towards each other. Inhale, lower the right leg down. The arms come behind you. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, down. Inhale, down. Up. So we just do one more. We'll hug the knees in towards once more. We'll rock to the side now. We're just going to come and sit back up. Crossing our legs at mid-shin in the centre of our mat. We'll bring our hands together into Anjali Mudra. And we'll just say, or I'll say to you, may I find the purity and the perseverance of the lotus flower floating above the muddy waters of fear, attachment and desire. Hands come back down to press, out to prayer. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.